So hey guys, we're back, and for part 2 of the super things. So what I want to start off with is a recycler, which doesn't do that. I'm just loving blowing up this area. What a recycler does is if you say chuck in your junk, it has a chance to make scrap, which none of that done it, so let's try again with some other stuff. And there we go. So what you can do, so that'll make scrap, and what you can do with scrap is make a scrap box. Now that's just 9 scrap in a box shape, and you can just generally go and you'll get loads of stuff. The amount of stuff that's actually useful, well, that's for you to decide. I mean, you just saw a cake there, but to be fair, none of that is useful. Filled tin can, which is food. That's interesting. So if I just, there was cake. So you get, there's a few interesting, to say the least. Single use battery, there's a few things that you can use. Not really wooden swords useful, but yeah, there's all sorts of stuff that you can use. But I would say that wasn't worth it. For instead, you want to make a mass fabricator, which is really expensive. So this is pretty much the only default thing that uses high voltage, not medium anymore, but high voltage. This is super expensive to run, but as you can see, I'm not really fancying going through all of these. They are expensive, and what I didn't get onto last time was how to make these, or machine block, which machine block is generally so I got coal dust. What you want to do is it like that. So if you make a block of 4 of them, and then like that, you get carbon mesh, raw carbon mesh, which then goes into the compressor, and it will slowly but surely then make a carbon fiber thing. Wasn't meant to do that. Carbon plate, and this is then used in stuff like this and the nuclear power plant. So yeah, and then advanced alloy, which is refined iron, bronze, and then tin. If I find, and generally what you want to do is put these then go into the compressor, what you get from there. So, and then you get a machine block. Now these go onto here and they'll work fine. Won't do very much. I mean, as you can see, the progress is kind of going up a bit slow, but what you can do is stick scrap in here and it'll amplify it, and as you can see, that's going up a lot faster than it was, pretty much, and that'll go climb and climb and climb until you get an MU something M, I forget what it's called, but I'm too lazy to wait. Some pink stuff. So if you see any pink stuff, please tell me. And that'll be what you get. Use so you matter. Yeah. So this stuff you can. This is what you use for your quantum armor, which I'll just type in Q, and you can get this, and it's a lot of stuff really. But the UU matter is from. I was pretty sure you used it in iridium plates, but it doesn't let you ask what iridium. I think it might be in. It's either in that, this, or if you cook it up. This is where I get confused. Is the point at which yeah, I know you use UU matter to get iridium ore. I know that far. I do not know, however, how you get the UU matter and make it into iridium ore. So I'll be right back once I look this up, to be fair. So hey guys, we're back. Apparently there's a lot of different recipes for UU matter. Like you can make gold apparently like that. Yeah, so that's actually quite useful. I thought it was useless, but it is actually a crafting recipe, and I don't know why I didn't show you, but it's in a sidewards H, and you get iridium ore, which then you can use to make into your quantum armor and stuff that I am wearing at the moment, and it uses up a lot of stuff, and they're not exactly cheap, I won't lie to you on that. I mean, these iridium plates are quite expensive. I mean, I haven't even gotten one. Well, I have gotten one now out of that, and that uses up a lot of power. So generally what you're going to want to do is get something like solar. I wonder if this will blow it up. Nope. Yup. That just took a while. So you don't want to do that. You want medium voltage. Or you can always go with the next extreme of I still jumped, by the way. I know. I'm terrible. And so this will fill up quite a bit faster through this medium voltage, which is, if I, oops, not like that. If I take this one, actually, put that there. That shouldn't happen. That was high voltage. Why did that change? Medium voltage, please. That was my bad. So if we get our EU reader and check how much, so it's getting, you get 64, which is quite nice. So that fills it up quite slowly. So what you can do is go for the extreme of an MFSU, which now you do need the high voltage, MV transformer, which will transform it to a medium, which can go right by here, I believe. I think you can do that, although I've been wrong. And I'm gonna guess that you might want to get rid of this too. Obviously you're going to want to do this a lot more efficiently than I am and fit it with your build, but if I take this off, now this might, I feel like I should run away right about now, but now you can do, where's the high voltage, you can put high voltage ones on there and it won't blow up. Okay, and this has a lot of EU storage, and I mean, this thing is expensive. 6 Lapotron crystals, an MFE, advanced circuit, advanced machine block. It's not cheap. You need an energy crystal, which obviously you know you need diamonds for, and electronic circuits and lapis, which at least there's a use for lapis now. I mean that's not too bad for the fact that those Lapotron crystals are actually really useful, but it's still pretty expensive. And as you can see, is that pointing in the right direction? Should be, and I think this all should be getting power, and it shouldn't use it all up. If I could find something, no, I don't have anything on me that I can actually burn. Ooh, wait. You can macerate dirt, I think. No, you can't. Damn it, it's only gravel. You can macerate loads of stuff, just sometimes you kind of forget. But you know, it was doing 64 before. Well, now it's doing nothing. Oh yeah, it's night. Never forget the solar panels, they work the same as in real life. So that's making 512, which is 8 times the amount of the solar of the medium voltage solar panel, and 512 times the amount of normal solar panels. You actually need 512 solar panels to make these. It's a ridiculous amount, I know, but I'll show you how to automate that creation of them in a later episode, and you'll find that you get 512 pretty easily, to be fair. But as you can see, that's filling it up pretty quickly, and I took the mass fab off. I didn't need to do that. I'm pretty sure it actually destroyed it. And not by there. Need to just move these along a bit. Actually, I don't need these now, so let's get a cable. Put your mass fab there, and as you can see, power's going into it, and yeah, it's still going down. You actually will still need a lot of power. It might also be going into there. Let's see. Cover. Delete that for a second. I'm not sure if this will actually work, and I don't think it does, which kind of sucks. But yeah, you simply just don't. I can get rid of that. And then I was hoping that it wouldn't be draining. Yeah, it's not draining anymore. It was just simply because that was connected to that, and that was powering that, and that one was sucking it out. So the power's still going up, and this is getting power, so that's free power, but it's expensive power still. There's a lot that's gone into that, and there's kind of a ridiculous amount that's gone into that, so yeah, stupid amount to be fair, but there we go. And as you can see, that's powering up, and this will get mass stuff. But let's see, now we're going into the induction furnace. Let's clear the inventory, mainly of let's just delete everything. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. And might need that, don't need that, don't need that. And that's now off. So induction furnace, now does this actually blow up? Didn't jump that time, so we need an MV transformer. Now that does answer my point of that is the only thing, and they're all gonna blow up if I had put it the right way. Wait, no, I did put it the right way. Do they take medium voltage? I thought they blew up earlier. Well, they're not blown up now. Interesting. Well, anyway, so you can put this induction furnace, which is an upgrade to the electronic furnace, which if we go to iron, get two stacks. What this will do is if you put these in, once you give it an well, it'll heat up really slowly, and as you can see, it's going super slow. But what you can do before that is if you put a lever on top and take these out, the heat will still keep rising. Yep, it'll go really slowly, and it'll be the same for the other 2 upgrades, or 3 upgrades, and these are literally just upgrades. And as I've said before, you just shift and right click to put stuff on them. What was the other one? Something like a centrifuge. Centrifuge extractor, which I didn't need 111 of them, but there we go. So this will be the same as well. If you just put a lever on top, it'll start powering up, and powering it up just makes it a little bit faster. There is one for an extractor as well. Oh wait, no, that's the one. Nope, already got that. What was the other one? Compressor? Is there one? Yeah, I thought there was. Singularity compressor. And again, you just do that. And these will all heat up and whatnot. But as you can see, this is already faster, and it does twice. It does it in 2 at a time. So this is like, as soon as that's 100%, it's just bang, 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 done, 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 done. And these are what you need for a sorting machine, because I wasn't supposed to do that. Oh yeah, you can also stop these from putting out power by putting a redstone stuff through it, and that's just to stop things from, it's just to do different stuff. You don't need to know this yet, or any of this, really, that stuff, so it's fine. But as you can see, that's heating up quickly, and all of these will just generally do like the normal things better. Like for example, the macerator, you can put a stack in now and you'll get the 2 stacks instead of having to take it out halfway. Once it's halfway done, you can just leave it go and it'll get the whole stack. Same with the centrifuge extractor. If you're putting in a stack of sticky resin, it'll get the whole stacks. And singularity compressor will just do it really quickly, pretty much, because you're not going to do that very often. So yeah, but as you can see, this is cooked pretty quickly, and once it's done, you can pretty much just stick it back in again and get refined iron. But yeah, that's pretty much it really. That's all the useful stuff for all of these, and I will be getting into doing a sorting machine next time. If you just let me have a look how long I've got left, I'll show you one more thing that you can do, and this should be interesting. Okay, so we've got quite a bit of time, and generally what I want to do is kind of run quite a bit over here, because what we're going to do is nuclear stuff. Now, I'm not going to go through all of this. These take a long time. You have to make all of these, and yeah, if you got NEI, I'm not here to tell you how to craft stuff. You're not going to remember how to craft them anyway. You're going to have to go up to a wiki and try and find it. And I know you will, because I did as well. But I think I'm doing this wrong. Yup, doing that wrong. So I'm kind of new to nuclear stuff. I don't normally do it. I think it's kind of stupid. So I wanted a reactor chamber, not. Let's get rid of that. So, as you can see, this is how to get a full thing like that. I don't even think you need that many to get full. Does that make a difference? Yeah, that makes a difference, just slightly. Yeah, so you can get a massive box thing of stuff. I'm sure I just... oh well. Apparently you can't get these back. I'm not sure how expensive they are either. Pretty expensive. But you can get this one back, so that's... oh, I've got barely any power, that's probably why. But never mind. Now I'm not going to go into too much detail with this, but if I go with stone, reinforced stone, now this stuff is pretty much it, you can barely damage it. It's insane. Now I think I'm making this a bit too big, but meh, go big or go home. I mean, look, it barely even gets hit, so you don't really want to misplace this stuff, which I think I just did. Yeah, that helps. So the reason I'm doing this is because I don't really want it blowing up on me at all. So you want to make a big room, and I mean you want a way to get in as well, but as you can see, I'm just making a decent sized room, and I'm not going to bother digging out the floor. I mean, the floor is made of dirt. I just don't really want it blasting out in any certain direction, meaning I don't really want it to go racing back to where all the other stuff is, which doesn't matter, but it kind of does. Now I am going to want to go into creative mode, because I am going to blow it up, because I know everybody loves seeing it blow up. And I can put a reinforced door, which is there, and these are pretty strong. Oh, right, you gotta have a thing there. And you do need a lever, you can't right click them. You can also use a button if you're useless at closing doors behind you, because I'd recommend you do that. But what you need in here, you can use coolant cells, which do not stack. They are kind of annoying. You can have, well, you don't need these. I will get to what you actually do need in a minute. Integrated reactor plating, I think they work as well. Uranium, refine, and what you do actually need is a uranium cell, which also do not stack. So if you put these in here, oh well, that's actually making power. Put redstone engine to turn redstone to turn it off. So these, now I need a heat. Where's the, what's it called? Thermometer? Maybe I do not have this. I thought I did. Okay, so we'll go blind. So these create heat generally, and say if you have a coolant cell next to it, or multiple coolant cells, if I just get that many, and if you put coolant cells around them, those four will get affected and get heat given out to them. If you then turn it off, they'll regain their heat, or they'll cool down pretty quickly, and they'll be fine. They do break, but they're fine. This one won't get affected by heat because it's out of the way. If you want to, you can always do this, and you can put these on either side, and what that'll do is distribute the heat out to these. If I take these out, you'll be able to see it a bit better. So as you can see, that'll distribute heat. So as you can see, it's going to more than just the four that was around there. So you can always go up here and put that, and then you can have another integrated heat disperser down here, which then does that. Now this will never blow up. Honestly, it's never gonna get there. Only one of them is in there. This is a Mark 1 reactor. It's never gonna get to blowing up. It's never going to do it. So you're pretty much fine on these ones. It's even healing, I'd say, or cooling them, because there's not enough heat. So what you want to do is you want to get up to a Mark II. Now, this on its own makes something like 4 EU, is it? Where's my EU reader? Might want some cabling to an MFE or MFSU. I don't really want to end up blowing that up as well. So yeah, that's right. So if I do this, so you're getting 10, which is not great for the fact that this is meant to be a uranium thing, so you're getting 10 out of it. So if you put this in right next to it, what do you think you'd get? Really? Getting 40. So that's just times it by 4 by putting it next to it. Now, that's what this does, pretty much, is putting it next to it. I'll make 4, and again, this won't ever blow up. But this is, I think this is a Mark II reactor, simply because, generally on Marks, I'm not really sure. Mark 1 is never going to blow up. Mark 2, well, Mark 1 will never even gain heat. Mark 2 will gain heat but never blow up. Mark 3 will gain quite a bit of heat but won't get to blowing up before the end. Mark 4, if you left it till the end of its cycles, it will blow up. Mark 5 will blow up slightly quick. Mark 6 will blow up pretty much instantaneously, and after that you're just going insane pretty much. So don't go up to Mark 7. I think that would be a stupid idea, but as you can see, this is kind of getting you quite a bit of power now. It's pretty nice. Having them next to each other means that they gain more by being next to each other. I'm not very good at the math. I think by them being next to each other they gain an extra 10, so that's getting 20 and that's getting 20, so you get 40 out. Now if we go and get uranium and get another cell, and let's not go and blow this up yet. I mean, this is going to start getting pretty hot soon. So this is now getting 70. Now you're thinking, well, that's not right, it should be getting 60. Well, no, because that's giving that 10 and that's giving that 10. So that now gets 30, whereas these get 20 and 20. So that's, yeah, 70. That's right. So now if you then went to another extreme and went uranium cell. Now this is getting slightly dangerous. I probably shouldn't be doing this. So if you do this, I kind of want to turn it off. Now you're getting 100, and I'm going to turn it off just because we've seen. So generally the more you have next to each other, the better, pretty much. And these will cool down. You don't have to have this on all the time. I mean, look, it's gained you 192,000 EU. So I mean, come on. Why would you need to do something stupid like turn into creative mode and do this? If I even, yeah, I have got creative mode. So if I go, and I mean, you can have the bigger screen as well, obviously, and you can do much bigger things than this. And there's all sorts of different things that you can do. But why would you ever want to do something as stupid as, I mean, doing this? Now is this off? Yes. Now why would you want to do this. Oh crap, that just blew that up. That was an FSU and it just blew up. Now wonder how much that just gave out. So let's get another MFSU, not Y, because there's no such thing as a Y. And let's get one here with the wrench, get it to face that way, one there. Don't blow up. Right, hopefully these aren't gonna blow up now. And literally had that on for a few, that's not turning off. Had that on for a couple of seconds and that pretty much gave it. That's 360. So that's getting 360 a tick, which isn't all that much, to be fair. Are they even all getting affected? I don't think so. Oh, see, that's getting hot. And I mean, that getting hot is not very good. I don't think these actually work when you do all of these. Doesn't seem to be. But what I'm kind of going to do is flick that and fly away. Because this is soon to blow up. And there we go. And this is why you don't want to blow it up. It actually makes nuclear fallout. And as you can see, these are super strong. Oops. They're super strong. And this wasn't even a snow biome. Wow. Might have been a snow biome actually. Is it raining? Yeah, okay. Didn't actually make nuclear fallout, it was just coincidence. But as you can see, that's miles up, and that's destroyed the glass. So imagine your house was here. Now that is insane. It's just, I mean, the uranium cells didn't blow up, but that's just stupidly mad. But seeing as I kind of enjoyed doing that, nuclear, and I also forgot to do something else. So let's turn creative mode off and get to the. Now you can make these a slight bit better. So obviously if you've got this like this, you can also either put ice or water around these and it'll make it slightly more safer. Probably should have mentioned that first and showed you it, but then you wouldn't have been able to really get the really quick explosion out of it and be scared enough that you hopefully will never use this. Because I mean, what on earth are you doing to use this much? Now, ice can also go in the generators if you get like that wouldn't have worked. Chuck that. Chuck a few of these. Now, if you chuck all of these into there, and surround the thing with ice or water, I believe this melts anyway, so you also need to get to it, so melting it is probably a good idea. But yeah, if you then stick all of these in, and more, because I mean, as you can see, the ice is kind of going down a bit. Now I'll show you a better way eventually once we get onto the other things to do. How you can really make this better. I mean, you can see that this is really going down, and just to see how much power is going out, I can't even put those down in time. I again was not expecting the whole explosion, but there we go. So if you go, okay, that you can't even put down. So not recommended to do all of this because it's too much. Pretty much. Definitely can't go this far. And definitely, oh crap, cannot go and do all of these without consequences, which I'm pretty sure is gonna happen any time soon. There we go. And once again you have a massive crater, which isn't much bigger than the other one, to be fair. And I mean, that one had the stone around it, the reinforced stone. So yeah, I still wouldn't want one of these to be super big in my house unless I was going to end the season of something and wanted a really explosive sort of thing, but then you use nukes. So there we go. Like you can just do this and then go. And I mean, this takes a while. This does take a while. This takes a whole 10 seconds to explode. And I mean, you have to get to this at some point. So seeing as I'm doing nuclear power, I may as well do it now. So in about 3, 2, 1, and then there goes the lag. And that's a much bigger crater too, except for that's just because it was already in the crater. And I'm totally hitting wrong buttons, and that totally makes my skin crawl at the fact there's all floating dirt blocks and stuff. Now obviously in a real world, one that isn't just a flat grass map, that would probably work a little better, and I'm getting entity lag, so might want to clear out my bag. Just by doing this. Yeah, this is why you don't want to really do this at all. But yeah, that was pretty much nuclear power. Now I'm gonna kind of go around and clean this all up because I've kind of made a mess and it's getting kind of laggy, so you know, probably should clean it up. But yeah, while I suffer through this lag that I've created for myself, I'll just say I'll see you next time, guys, and next time we'll be doing some more IC2, but it'll be a bit less of the industrial stuff. We'll be doing other more interesting stuff. So I say more interesting, but it's really not. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the nukes, because everyone always does. So yeah.